For some of our girls wey no sabi cook food, abeg make una watch dis video make una see as dis joyful cook dey show as dey take dey cook stew. For some of dis girls, nowadays girls wey no sabi cook come wan indomie talk more of other things. Make una watch carefully o, make una see how to prepare dis nice stew. Make una no go disgrace una sef for una husband house or boyfriend house. Make una learn o, and make sure you share dis video. You can also check out her Facebook page or YouTube channel at Joy Food Cook. Una thank you.
If you taste this stew, you will love me. It was so delicious. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. So to begin, I am going to wash the peppers. I have some red bell pepper, scotch bonnet pepper, tomatoes, and lots of onion. So I like to use a lot of onion for my stew. I find that it makes my stew really delicious and tasty. I also like to add some red bell pepper and some scotch bonnet pepper. Always add the scotch bonnet pepper according to your preference. As much as you can tolerate, use it. So now I have added some salt. I'm going to, wash the peppers and tomatoes really well. Cut them open, take out the seed from the red bell peppers, and then cut it into a pot because I am going to parboil this. This method is going to, reduce our cooking time in half and give us a thick stew even without using tomato paste. So while the tomatoes is on fire, I'll get started with the protein. Today I'm using assorted meat, which is shaki, pomo, liver, and beef, which I'll add later. So to begin, I like to parboil this first. What I do is I add them into a pot, add lots of water, and cover so it can come to a rolling boil. A few minutes later, this is what our pepper mix is looking like. So I am going to give this a quick stir. You can see it has a lot of liquid in there already. So what I'll do is take it off the heat, let it cool down a bit, and then blend until it is smooth. When blending, blend according to your preferred texture. If you like it smooth, go ahead and blend smooth. If you like it a bit rough, do that. For the last batch, I added some garlic and ginger and blended. At this point, the meat is boiling, so now I'll pour it through a sieve and just rinse it with tap water. I like to do this when I'm cooking with the intestinal part of cow, just to get rid of that initial smell it may have. But don't parboil for too long so you don't drain out all the flavor from the meat. Now that is done, pour it back into the pot and then add the beef. Next, I'll blend some onions, garlic, and ginger, and then pour into the meat. So at this point, I'm going to season with some curry powder, some thyme, seasoning cubes. This spice that I got from my local store, it is called Spice City. Yeah, so I'm going to add that and then add a bit of salt. Stir this around and then cover for it to steam cook for about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes later, I'll add a bit of water and then continue cooking until the beef is cooked. The beef and the liver is cooked now, but the cow skin and the cow tripe is still hard. But then I'm going to take everything out now and then continue cooking the cow skin and the cow tripe later in the stew. But before that, I'm going to fry the beef and the liver in some oil for, just a little bit. At this point, I have chopped up some onions off camera as well. I have about 2 large onions here, so I am going to fry this in a hot oil until it becomes translucent. You want to really fry the onions so it releases all of that beautiful aroma into the oil. So now the onion is translucent, I am going to pour in the pepper mix and then reduce my gas to low. The secret to making a perfect stew every time is to fry on low heat. In fact, patience should be among the recipe for making stew. Yeah, so once I do that, I'm going to cover halfway through. You don't want to cover it all the way through. You want the steam to be able to escape so the stew can fry and not steam. If you're cooking outdoor, you may have to just leave it open completely. Your stew will fry even faster. So you want to go in every now and then and stir this around to make sure it's not burning for the first 20 minutes. "20 minutes into frying, I am going to now add the shaki and the pomo. Remember, it was not completely cooked when I first cooked it because I wanted to add it into the stew early enough. This process will give the meat time to absorb all the flavor from the stew and vice versa. So I'm going to give this a quick stir, add a bit of seasoning cubes and the meat stock. Now stir this around again, cover halfway through and allow to start simmering on low heat. Again, keep checking and stirring so it doesn't burn. Like I said, do this on medium-low heat. But if you don't have the patience, go ahead, increase your burner. At some point, you'll see oil flow to the top of the pot. That is how you know your stew is properly fried. So at this point, I'm going to introduce the beef and the liver. Give this a quick stir and then allow this to, simmer for another 10 minutes before taking it off the heat. At this point, I tasted and I thought I needed a little bit more seasoning, so I added some adobo all-purpose seasoning. You can add salt or seasoning cubes as well. So give this a quick stir and allow it to simmer for 7 to 10 minutes like I said, and after 10 minutes this is our stew looking delicious. Like I said, you'll love this recipe. Try it out and send me your pictures on Instagram at joyfulcook_. See you in my next one. Bye.